Hello, how are you? I am Leroy Anthony Evangelista. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the quality of the video and the delay in audio. I know it's there. I spent some hours trying to fix it, but it's probably because I have some pretty inexpensive equipment that I'm going to have to remedy, which I will. But I wanted to make this video and put it out there. So I was trying to think of what I wanted to do, and I came up with quotes. I like quotes. Quotes have always stayed with me because quotes are small, easy to remember, profound, and they can give you strength or wisdom or humor in tough situations, or just kind of guide you along and remind you what's really important in life. So let's go over some quotes that I like. A few of them. I like many quotes, but let's go over a few of them. And I'll tell you the quote and give you my thought on it, and then you can ponder on it if you like and see, whatever. Shoot your fancy. All right. My first quote is by a gentleman named Earl Nightingale. Don't really know who he is. I'm not even going to speculate, but here's the quote. It says, our attitude toward life determines life's attitude toward us. And basically, what I get from that quote is that he is saying, whatever you put out is what's going to come back to you. If you emit negative energy toward the world and you're very bitter, then you will attract bitter, negative energy in your life. But if you put out positivity and love, then you will attract that same love back. Another person that I want to give a quote by, her name is Catherine Ann Porter. Again, do not know who she is, but very nice quote. And the quote goes as follows. Our being is subject to all the chances of life. There are so many things we are capable of that we could be or do. The possibilities are so great that we never, any of us, are more than 1/4 fulfilled. Again, this is a quote that I think is based off of positivity that, you don't ever want to limit yourself. There's so many things inside of us, creativity, passions, of love, and of fantasies and imagination, that you never have to worry about running out or giving up. It's inside of you. You just have to take the time to believe in yourself and love yourself enough to find it and then try to pursue it. Another quote is one of our founding fathers, a very interesting fellow named Thomas Jefferson. And here's the quote. Our greatest happiness does not depend on the condition of life in which chance has placed us, but is always the result of good conscience, good health, occupation, and freedom in all just pursuits. And I believe that he lived his life, not perfect, of course, but in that spirit, of, again, positivity, just keeping your mind open, knowing that those struggles that come and those trials and tribulations that you encounter in your life are just that. They're just bumps, trials and tribulations, things that can be solved, that you can't let overwhelm you into a point where it takes away your joy and your love and your gusto for life. Another one of my favorite quotes and favorite people is by Martin Luther King. And the quote is this. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Speak up, believe in, and do something about what you believe in. It's pretty self-explanatory. John F. Kennedy had a good one. I think is common sense, but it's one of those things that, even though it's common sense, it's got to be said out loud. And he says, his quote goes as follows: "Our problems are man-made. Therefore, they may be solved by man. No problem of human destiny is beyond human beings. If we create the problem, we can solve that problem. The answer's out there. We just have to be willing to take the patience and the time to find it. It's out there." Another quote that's great. I love this quote. It's a fantastic quote. Don't know this gentleman's name. I mean, I know his name because I'm looking at it, but I don't know who he is. Leo Buscaglia. I said that wrong. It's Italian, like me, Italian, but I don't. Buscaglia. Leo Buscaglia. Here's a quote: "Our talents are the gift that God gives to us. What we make of our talents is our gift back to God." Amen and amen on that. Another great quote is by Henry David Thoreau. Here's the quote. Henry David Thoreau was this fantastic philosopher who believed in what's called transcendentalism, and he believed that we can transcend out of our body by meditation, and he would like to go out to the woods, away from the hustle and bustle of the world, and get one with nature, and just get one with our mind, and transcend out of the body, and just really focus on purposes of life. He was a fantastic philosopher. But anyways, his quote goes like this: "Our truest life is when we are in our dreams awake." And he's just basically saying, when you are experiencing and pursuing and actually doing the dreams that you dream of, but you're awake and actually in real life doing them, you are just on that perfect path of happiness and awesomeness and gorgeousness and beautifulness and joyous and any other wonderful adjective you could think of. And there's a couple more I wanted to read that I thought was really good. We have Sophocles. Sophocles is a philosopher, another philosopher, who was in the Greek times with Aristotle and Plato, and they were some of the founding people that actually based and created the whole Western line of thinking of academies, universities, our schools, how we think, how we approach problems. Critical thinking is all from them. So a lot of who we are in our country is based off of Roman and these Greek Athens philosophers. And the quote that Sophocles had was this: "One word frees us of all weight and pain of life. That word is love." I love that. Let's see, let me throw one more at you. I don't know how much time I'm working with. Let's see here. One that I like. One that's great. That this is one that's a good one. This is by a gentleman named Hans Margolius. Hans. H-A-N-S, last name spelled M-A-R-G-O-L-I-U-S. And here's the quote. It says, "One man all by himself is nothing. Nothing. Two people who belong together make a world." I like that. I like that a lot. So anyways, those are some quotes. I hope you liked them. There's many more videos to come. Like I said, I apologize for the quality of the audio. And peace, grease, and chicken wings, my name. I'm out.